joyful namaste to everyone. I, Gauri Thakur, as a narrator, is standing in front of you to narrate the play The Happy Prince. The Happy Prince is the story of a prince and a little swallow. It highlights that love and sacrifice are the two important aspects of human life. Hence, disparity and sorrow can be overcome through society by compassion, generosity, and sharing. In the story, the prince and the little swallow sacrifice their lives for the poor and needy people.
Look, Mother, what a beautiful statue. Do you know who he is?
This is the statue of a prince. It has been here for many years. People tell different stories about him. I don't know if he was a real or if he is only a legend.
Tell me what you know.
People say that he was a prince who lived in the castle on the top of the mountain. His father, the king, was a very generous and kind man who shared his fortune with all of his people. That's why everybody loved him. And Prince too. They were very happy. There hadn't been another king like him. But one day, King got sick and died suddenly. And the prince, who was so sad and desperate, died shortly after his father's death.
Oh, this is very sad story. Do you know who made this statue?
People collected all the gold and precious stones given them by the king and they made the statue. They were so grateful what king did for them and they named the statue the Happy Prince.
Well, he doesn't look like a prince. He looks like an angel. I think he was kind as his father was.
That's what people say. It's late, let's go.
On a very windy night, a little swallow enters and lies between the feet of the Happy Prince statue.
Boy, 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 boy. Boy, boy. This is really a beautiful golden bedroom. Oh, this trip to it is too long and I'm very tired. I'll rest here for a while and tomorrow I will continue my journey to Egypt.
Suddenly, two water drops fall on her.
It's starting to rain. This is strange. The sky is clear. Where are those drops coming from? Who are you? Why are you crying?
I am the Happy Prince.
If you are the happy prince, then why do you cry?
I cry because when I was alive and had a human heart, I never worried about anything. I didn't know what tears were. That's why people called me the Happy Prince. And now that I am here on top of this column, I can see that there's suffering and misery in my kingdom.
But what can you do about that?
My father was a great man. Everything my father gave his people, including the gold, helped them to have a better life without any suffering. And now I want to do the same thing, but I can't. I can't move. I'm only a statue. I don't need to be covered in gold and precious stones.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, at the end of the street, there's a poor house. One of the windows is opened, and through it, I can see a woman seated. She's embroidering a dress that a lovely lady will wear at the palace ball. Her son is in bed, hungry and sick, but she can only give him water. Please, little swallow, take her the ruby of my sword.
I'll do whatever you want, even if my friends are waiting for me in the Nile.
She takes the ruby from the sword and goes to the poor lady's house.
Bye bye. Oh, oh, oh. Bye bye. Oh, oh, oh. I did as you told me. The woman was surprised when I left the ruby on her window. She took it in hands. She cried and hugged her son. I felt so satisfied.
That is because you have done a good deed. Stay with me tonight, please, and be my messenger.
Do you want me to do something else for you?
Yes, please take one of my sapphires to a writer that lives in that house over there. He's hungry and cold. He is trying to finish a play for the director of the theater, but he's too cold and hungry to write anymore.
But what will he do with the sapphire?
He will sell it to the jeweler and buy food and firewood and finish his play.
No, I can't do that. You know, I should be in Egypt by now, admiring the pyramids and watching the lions drinking water from the Nile.
Oh, Swallow, please do this for me.
The swallow takes the sapphire from one of the statue's eyes and goes to the writer's house.
Oh, oh, bye bye. Oh, bye bye, bye bye. Oh, oh, oh. You don't know how happy I felt when I arrived to his house. The man looked so desperate. When he saw the sapphire, I left on his window. He rapidly stood up. He took it in hands and left the house in a hurry.
Now, I need you to take the other sapphire too.
But Prince, if I take out the other sapphire, you'll be blind.
It doesn't matter, little swallow. Do this for me, please.
Where should I go now?
In the square below, you will find a little match girl. She's wearing no shoes and all her matches fell in the mud. And now she can't sell them. Her father will be angry at her if she doesn't bring home some money. I don't need the sapphire. She needs it more than I.
The swallow takes the sapphire from the another eye and leaves.
Oh, oh, bye bye, bye bye. Oh.
Oh, where did you come from?
Bye bye.
Oh, Swallow, thank you so much. From the given sapphire, I didn't feel cold in the winters.
Oh, Prince, I did as you told me. Poor little girl. I found her crying, lying on the ground. Then I stood in front of her, and when she saw the sapphire I had in my beak, she touched me gently. Then she took it. I flew away, and I saw when she stood up and looked at me.
Thank you, little swallow.
Prince, now that you are blind, I can leave you. I will stay with you forever.
Then there's one more thing you should do for me. I am covered with fine gold. You must take it off leaf by leaf and give it to the poor people, those who are hungry and cold in my kingdom.
But I don't want you to die.
Please understand, little swallow. My people built me a statue with all the gold and precious stones given to them by my father. This is their gold, and I want to give it back to them. Please do this for me.
The swallow takes off leaf after leaf of gold and gives it to the poor men and women passing by.
Boy, boy, boy. Boy, 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 boy.
Thank you, God. It's a miracle.
Boy, 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 boy. Boy, 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 boy.
The poor men and women leave running and shouting joyfully. The swallow is tired. She lies between the happy prince statue.
I did as you told me. Now I will sleep for a while. I'm very tired.
The swallow closes her eyes and dies. The mayor, his guard, and the crowd enters and look at the statue.
Rest, my good friend. You deserve it.
There's a dead swallow lying beside the statue.
The ruby, the sapphire, and the gold that covered the statue are not there.
The statue is worthless. Let's destroy it and throw it to the trash, including the swallow.
The mayor, his guard, and the crowd takes the statue and destroy it. They leave pieces of the statue and the heart on the ground. The happy prince's heart and the swallow's body remain together. The mayor, his guard, and the crowd leave. An angel enters.
Where I'm going to find the two most beautiful things as God asked me to. Oh! God, see what I found.
You found the right thing. They are the most valuable things in the entire world. Bring them to the heaven.
People always find happiness in money. They will never understand what true happiness really is. Now, the prince and the swallow will live eternally in the heaven.
The prince and the swallow live eternally in the heaven. What have we learned from the story? In the story, the prince and the little swallow could not see people suffering and so decided to help. In this materialistic world, people may or may not value your sacrifices, but always remember, the God, the supreme power, always keep a look on each and every action done by us. Let me introduce you to the star cast of the play, starting with Miss Anshika Sharma as the daughter, Miss Jagdi Zinta as an angel, Master Vishnu Thakur as the poor man, Miss Rashika Suryavanshi as the matchstick girl, Miss Avika Chandel as the author, Master Yugang Roy as the mayor, Miss Arshi Jhopta as the mother, Master Kavish as the guard, Miss Tia Thakur as the swallow, Master Archit Busheri as the happy prince, And I, Gauri Thakur, as the narrator.